I am standing right next to the permanent memorial at the pit to honor James Lewis Cates Jr. Back in 1970, Cates was stabbed to death outside the student union in a racially motivated attack. 52 years later, people walking by the student union will know his name and his story.
Baby boy, he was a baby boy. He had, as we say, he had the swag, as he was growing up.
That's how he described his personality.
Oh yeah. We often talk about he was the funds before there was a funds. If you could go back and look at some of the pictures of us when we was at Northside, he always had the creases in his pants, shoes shine. That was him. You had your shirt tucked in, you had your pants, everything was in order, So he was a great dresser. He carried himself in a way that I want that guy to be my friend.
University officials say the memorial helps Carolina in its effort to create a more inclusive community by telling its complete story. And the memorial shines a light on the truth, even when it is painful.
We recognize that a wrong took place on our campus, and we want to remember him as the young man that he was, and to make sure that we recognize that things needed and should continue to change at UNC.
Local journalist Mike Ogle helps resurface the story in broader public consciousness through his research. He says, if people can't take away anything, it should be the need for leaders to confront history before rushing to any sort of reconciliation.
And if you read the language on the memorial, it's more just like, this thing happened, and there's still no accountability taken. There's no strong language about what it is that actually happened. I think that's unfortunate.
Student activists like Julia Clark agree that the current memorial fails to adequately show who James Lewis Cates Jr. was as a person. She says people should not just remember him in death, but also remember who he was in life.
We reduce, especially Black people who are victims of racial violence, to only the moment that ended their lives, and we don't think about their lives beforehand. And I hope that this is something that inspires people to not only look deeper, but also have a greater sense of empathy for the community around us that we are sharing, and also the people and the history that we walk on every day.
Clark says having this new memorial at the pit is a chance for the Carolina community to take on the initiative to educate themselves and to be respectful of the legacy of racial violence on this campus. In Chapel Hill, I'm Charlotte Zhao.